Oh yeah. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Couldn't agree more. That's just it. A lot of people put on this fake mask and fake persona of
Mm-hmm.
who they think they should be, or maybe
Yep.
even more so, who they think others want them to be. And they don't really ever live for themselves, but rather they just live for everyone else around them, whether those
Mm-hmm.
people really care about that person or not. And it sucks and it's really sad because it puts them in a place where they don't feel themselves and they don't feel genuine. So it just feels forced, whether it's a
Yep.
speech they're giving on camera, maybe a speech in person on a presentation on a stage in front of a lot of people, whatever it is, and however they're conveying a message to people, they're not going to feel genuine and they're not going to really
Mm-hmm.
feel as confident about their presentation. So, whatever it might be. So, yeah, really just being yourself, honestly, first and foremost, before you do anything in this life is key. Just really becoming one with yourself and how you
Mm-hmm.
feel and just being true to yourself, your morals, your values, all those things.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Infinite Ability Podcast. I am your host, Nick Yerhart, and we are here to encourage each other to find our own unique abilities. Let's go. All right, everyone. Today's guest is Roman, and he is a cool dude, and I can't wait for him to tell you what he does and help you guys out. So, Roman, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So I do acting, I do modeling, I also do fitness coaching where I help people transform their minds and their bodies both just to become better and happier and healthier versions of themselves, just in their everyday lives. Yeah.
That's awesome and so important. You know, what is it like to do acting and modeling?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun just being able to be yourself, but being able to express yourself too and be creative and become, well, in acting especially, become the character, become the role that you're wanting to be, but rather really have the character become you and you become the character. It's a really neat art. Also, too, just being behind the camera, or I should really say in front of the camera, it's a really neat experience, to say the least. And I also love the, adventure and joy of modeling, being just, I keep saying behind, but being in front of the camera and being able to express yourself in that art, but using it as a more, subtle and silent type of way of expressing yourself. I think it's a really neat thing. I really love the art behind it, the creativity, and just really the different genres that I've been able to partake in.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so when you first got started out, being in front of a camera, was that hard for you, or just like a natural thing for you?
For sure. I used to, honestly, man, it's funny you asked that. I used to be very scared to be behind or be in front of the camera. Excuse me. I used to be very, very scared being in front of the camera. I would have a lot of camera anxiety and on-camera anxiety and performance anxiety, as they call it. So it was hard for me just to get in front of it and just be myself and just talk, even just nonchalantly. It was really difficult to really just be myself, open up, because I was really shy back in the day, back then. Like, it was hard. I was very much growing up as an introvert. And so even just talking to a camera, literally just talking to a camera scared me. Not even to mention, of course, being on stage in front of a lot of people, but being in front of a camera, just to talk to a camera one-on-one, as if I'm talking to a person, that really did frighten me. But what's neat is after so much, trial and error and just so much, experience or exposure, you could even call it exposure therapy, but after so much of doing that same thing and repetition and enough practice, I got a lot more comfortable just being in front of the camera. And honestly, especially being in front of a lot of people, that got me out of my comfort zone. And that's what really, helps you grow in anything in life, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're passionate about, no matter what goals you might have that you're wanting to go for and achieve, you have to be present and you got to step out of your comfort zone to actually see it through and really make a change. And that's when you really change. It's when you step out of your comfort zone, for sure.
Yeah, I talk about that all the time. Like, if you want any change in life, you have to step out of your comfort zone. And for me, I like to stay outside of my comfort zone as much as I can. Just stay there, because it becomes easier the more that you do it. And it hits home for me. You talking about how it was, when you started to go on camera and everything, how hard it was because, man, I was the same way. I was an introvert. I did not like to see myself on camera, hear myself talk, none of that. And like the first video I did for social media, like I was so nervous. It was like it wasn't live, it wasn't nothing. It was just me and my phone, and that was it. But still, it was so hard for me to get up the courage to do it. And I actually took 6 shots of Jack Daniels before that to kind of get the nerves off. But
Yeah.
but yeah, now I've recorded over 1,000 videos for social media, and like you said, it gets easier, and it just
Oh yeah.
like now it's just what I do. I don't get nervous. I actually get excited every time that I'm on camera and anyway. Like
Yeah.
right now we're doing this. This excites me. Like I like doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
But before, man, I would dread anything like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really
I'm right there
awesome.
with you too, man. It's really cool and really neat to be able to experience, the change and being able to really just be yourself, open up, and really just become one with yourself and become one with the camera and honestly just open up and let
Yeah.
yourself just flow and put yourself out there. It's really neat.
And just be yourself. Like,
Yes.
don't worry about what others are going to think, because that's a lot of it. When we post on social media, we're always worried, like, what are people going to say? Who cares? Just
Right.
be you. You know who you are. And if your intention is good, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Couldn't agree more. That's just it. A lot of people put on this fake mask and fake persona of who they think they should be, or maybe
Yep.
even more so, who they think others want them to be. And they don't really ever live for themselves, but rather they just live for everyone else around them, whether those people really care about that person or not. And it sucks, and it's really sad because it puts them in a place where they don't feel themselves and they don't feel genuine. So it just feels forced, whether it's
Yep.
a speech they're giving on camera, maybe a speech in person on a presentation on a stage in front of a lot of people, whatever it is, and however they're conveying a message to people, they're not going to feel genuine and they're not going to really feel as confident about their presentation. So whatever it might be. So yeah, really just being yourself, honestly, first and foremost, before you do anything in this life is key. Just really becoming one with yourself and how you feel and just being true to yourself, your morals, your values, all those things.
Yep, I agree so much with everything. Yeah, that's amazing. So, as far as your fitness coaching, can you tell us more about that? How you help your clients?
Yeah, for sure. So I help my clients through a lot of different ways and a lot of different techniques. But usually, what I usually do is I'll literally just do coaching with them once a week, virtually on Zoom. And so what we'll do is we'll just meet one-on-one. It helps keep them accountable. It helps keep them motivated. And it helps keep them consistent to stick to the program, see it through, and really see the results they want. Any questions they have about any workouts or nutrition, I answer on that too. And then beyond that, I give them fully customized workout plans and meal plans, dedicated and fully tailored to their goals, whether it's, gaining muscle or burning fat, losing weight, maybe even just improving their flexibility or perhaps a combination thereof. But whatever their goals are at the moment, it's all fully catered to them on that.
Wow.
And then I just make sure at least once a week to check in with them. But I even do, 3 to 4 times a week in text. I'll just reach out to them, ask how things are going, ask how they're feeling, how their body's feeling, and just how everything's going in their life, and really just being personable with them.
That's amazing. You really go above and beyond for your clients, which is truly remarkable.
Yeah.
And I think that's important nowadays. There's so many coaches in so many different fields, and you want to stand out. You want to be the best at what you do. So that's really awesome.
Oh yeah, being that coach is important, but yeah, being that friend even is really
Exactly.
really important.
Yeah. all of my clients, I have like a personal relationship with them. They're not just a client to me. They're friends. Like I get to know them. Like that's what I like, and it makes your work a lot more enjoyable. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
even I consider what I do work because I enjoy it.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah.
like for me, I got started on my fitness journey about 2 years ago, but I would say within the last 12 months, I've been doing a lot more exercising daily, and for me, I have cerebral palsy, so my body moves a lot different, so I have more aches and pains associated with that. But ever since I started to really take care of my body and work out and stretch, the pain has reduced like 90%. Like it's
Nice.
incredible. Yeah, it's so awesome, and I wish more people would understand like the importance of taking care of your body. Like there's really nothing more important than the body that you live in, so take care of it,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
there's a quote even. I'm trying to remember the exact person that quoted it specifically,
Hmm.
but they did quote it. They said, take care of your body. You live in it every day. So
Yep.
that's literally one of those key quotes that I always live by and follow because it's so
Hmm.
true and it's so important. Just like what you
Yep.
were saying, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, there's another one. I can't remember who said it, and I'm not gonna quote it word for word, but basically it says, if you bought a car and you knew that you were stuck with that same car for the rest of your life, how good would you take care of it? And the same goes for your body.
Yeah,
You gotta take care of it. Like it is your only body. You don't get another one, so just take care of it.
exactly. Exactly. That's really a perfect analogy. And a lot of people, it's sad, but sometimes people, take care of their cars more than their own bodies even.
I
Even
I
for cars they have for like 5 years. It's really, really crazy.
I used to be one of those people.
Yeah. Hey,
I
we've all
love
been there, yeah.
I love my cars. I'd be out there, cleaning it and detailing it every week. Make sure it's all tuned up and yeah. And then my body, I'd eat fast food and not work out, and it's like okay, that's not what we do here.
Oh
And
no.
it's kind of funny. It makes me think of there's a meme out there that says it has a picture of like all the products that a guy uses for his car.
Yeah.
You got like hundreds of different products, and then it's got the products that the guy uses in the shower, and it's a body wash and shampoo and conditioner all in one bottle, and it's like
That's
that's
funny.
so true, but it kind of goes with our health too. Like we need to take care of our health, like we take care of the items in our life.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. So what would you recommend for anyone who wants to get into, taking care of their health? Like what is like a good first step? Because I feel like a lot of people get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, I gotta do this, and this. Like,
Right?
what is like one or two things that you could start with now to make it easier?
For sure. So really keeping it simple and easing yourself into it is always the best thing to do, especially if you're a
Hmm.
beginner and you're just starting out. Because like you were saying, getting overwhelmed, that's like one of the most common things that people deal with and
Hmm.
face, especially when they're just starting out in their fitness journey with their health and fitness. So what I would
Yeah.
recommend first is easing yourself into a small gradual workout routine. But yeah, basically what I would recommend you do when you're first getting into fitness so you're not overwhelmed is to really get in a consistent workout routine.
All right, Roman. Thank you for coming on. And I got one more question for you. My slogan is "Your abilities are infinite." What does that mean to you?
Yes, that's an awesome slogan, first and foremost. What that
Thank you.
means to me is that, yes, you can always improve and you can always grow, and there's literally no glass ceiling. There's nothing keeping you, and there's nothing preventing you from getting to the very next level and to keep going and keep improving. literally the only limits we have are the ones that we put on and set for ourselves. So we can always change. We can always get better. We can always get more confident. We can always improve our health, get stronger, get more muscle, lose more weight, lose more fat, and really just become better and healthier versions of ourselves, and always learn, whether it's learning a new language, learning maybe just a different trade, and really just experiencing different cultures and different events in life.
Yep. Amazing and so true. Thank you so much. So,
Yes.
How can people reach out to you?
Yeah, so if you want to reach out to me, find out more about what I do, the people I've helped with their testimonials, and even transformation pics, then you can, even if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can find me at romanfisherofficial.com, and that's where you can fill out an application, and we can go from there. And also, if you want to even connect with me one-on-one, I'm on social media on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and even LinkedIn, if you use that, at Roman Fischer Official.
Awesome. So awesome. All right, guys, make sure you reach out to him because we all need to take care of our health a little bit more at least. If you enjoyed this show, please go ahead and share it on your Instagram story and tag me here, the Nick Yerhart. Also, go ahead and share it anywhere else that you see fit because the only way that I can grow this is by you guys sharing it. I don't sell anything on here. I don't have any sponsors, so let's just get it out there by word of mouth and help more people. Alright, everyone, remember, your abilities are infinite.